Easy Beatbox.
Yo, what's up, guys? My name is Artsy. This is Justin, and welcome to Easy Beatbox.
Wait, what are we doing here?
Well, let me tell you, we are here for a new show called Sound Check.
Sound Check.
Yeah.
Check.
So this is the point of Sound Check. You guys send us your beats, and we will react and give you 3 tips to inspire you guys.
3 tips. Okay,
Yeah.
so
Level-
I think. So it's like their videos inspire us to be like, okay, boom, boom, boom. Here's what you could apply immediately,
For sure.
and then we share it with you guys.
Yep.
And
that's
to
how
you
it
guys,
is.
like viewers, and even if you didn't send in a video, you still get to benefit from these tips too.
True.
How cool! And so in this video, we are going to tell you 3 tips: call and response, colorful frequencies, and the halftime technique. So if you watch till the end, you're going to learn all about these 3 things and be a more varied beatboxer.
Yeah, these tips are definitely gonna help. For
Yeah.
sure.
So let's get into it.
So we're gonna start off with the first beatboxer. His name is Revert, and
Revert.
he has sent a video of his track called
Distortion. Yeah, that's right. All right, let's get into it.
Yo, what up? My name is Revert.
Hi.
This is my sound check for the Easy Beatbox channel.
Let's go.
Shout out to Artsy, Justin,
Hey,
JP.
Let's go.
Let's get it.
I like this puff snare.
Yeah, it's
Very
nice.
punchy.
Begin calibration.
Okay. Building anticipation.
Really good.
Solid kicks. Ooh. Could be tighter there.
Too much distortion. Drop it.
What's that sound?
Oh, I like the melody. Good melody.
He has a really nice snore bass. It's good. Beat break.
Beat break.
Yeah.
Rock it. I am this door.
He could have stepped it up here.
Sure. Oh, slow down.
Yeah. Bringing it home.
I am this distortion.
Overall, really nice structure.
Really
He
nice.
brings
Such
it
a
home.
dark vibe. I like it. That was very nice. Okay, well,
to go out to turn it off.
Yeah, it's kinda long, let's be honest. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it was a really nice track. I felt like it was very simple. The message was come across, and I think it's overall a clean track. Maybe a little bit of execution points there, but really good, I think.
And I think we have one tip that we're gonna talk about later. Is to do with the color of your frequency range, and so
Yeah.
stay tuned for that.
Yeah. Next, we are going to be watching SaboTaj.
SaboTaj.
Let's go. Nice bass.
Yeah, it sounds really controlled. I like that.
Yeah, very cool.
Good texture. Could be tighter here.
Yeah.
Kind of lost connection. Okay, you brought it back. Hey. Half time.
Really nice.
Really good bass control.
Yeah, I like at least the percussion, the decision on his percussion is really good.
Okay, and he introduced a concept here called a halftime technique that we're going to talk about later. It's one of the tips that you could apply to your tracks too.
Yeah, for sure. Now, last but not least, we will be watching Simon.
Okay, he went from reggaeton, and now he's going to build up. I can see what he's trying to do. I can see what he's trying to do. So he had like a micro melody, and then he was incorporating it with his click rolls. So I think that's a strength. Like it gives you something to latch onto. So I could like predict a little bit about what he was gonna do.
Yeah, I also like the fact that while he was doing that technique, he was also changing the melodies, and yeah, it was pretty good.
Keeps it interesting.
Yeah, very true.
I guess if we were to sum up the inspiration that we got from these 3 videos, right, it'd be like variation.
Variation for sure.
So basically this video, if you watch it, you're gonna learn how to put in more variation into your beats. And you see, many people talk about, hey, you gotta put in more variation, but what does that mean? Well, we're gonna tell you right now.
Yeah.
Alright, so we are going to get into tip number 1. So tip number 1 is call and response. And what does that mean? It basically means you have part 1 and part 2, and they kind of reflect each other. So it's, for example, hey Artsy!
Yo, what's up?
Hey Artsy!
Yo, what's up?
Yeah, something like that. So you have repeating parts that give you a sense of expectation. So in Revert's video, you notice he has this lip-based little melody there, micro melody. That's a form of call and response.
That's true.
So that's a nice thing that brings your routine together to have some form of cohesion.
Yeah, for sure.
Because you know what to expect. And we also had Simon do a little bit of call and response. He did something like boom to boom cut boom 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 cut.
And so for SaboTaj specifically, I feel like that certain call and response is not showing as much. For instance, in his melody, the oh 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 is something that he repeats. He could be doing something a little bit more very like oh 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 to give that. Yeah, correct.
Yeah, so that simple call and response techniques gives you a little bit of similarity, but variation is like, hey Artsy, and then after that, yo Justin, hey Artsy, yo Justin. But each time you're changing something. And could you give an example maybe of a beatboxer that we know who does that often?
For sure, the main answer is gonna be Revert for me. Especially you can see this in his track My Way, where he does this constantly to keep the beat fresh. Yeah.
Alright, so now we are going to show you an example of a call and response. I'm just going to do the call and we're going to repeat it. So we hear how maybe monotonous it sounds. Then we're going to do a part 2 where he's going to add in with a response, and we're going to see if it's interesting or not. So part A is going to be like, oh, now the response. Yeah. So as you can see, it gave room for a little bit of percussive variation, a little bit of those highs there, and also more room for you to play with rhythm.
Yeah.
Even at the same time giving you that room to keep the idea there. Instead of going like you don't need to change everything all at once.
True.
But when you keep the call steady, your response can vary a little bit here and there.
True. Yeah. Tip number 2, colorful frequencies.
So, tip is colorful frequencies. Imagine a painting that's black and white.
Yeah.
Super interesting, right? No. And so that's your routine. Imagine a black and white routine. What would that sound like?
So sounds something like.
Okay. That's really interesting though.
Just on one part though.
Yeah, right. But after a while,
it can be better.
It can
definitely
be
be better. So an example is that maybe you can add more sounds, and you can add sounds that are a lot more. Let's say the word is higher frequencies. So for instance, things like that. So when you add sounds like that in a sound that is otherwise on the low end of frequencies, like right, you can do something like.
So yeah, this is just from a sound perspective, it becomes so much more colorful. And so what some of these beatboxers, for example, Revert, he had a lot of bass frequencies, right? He did like his but they want a lot of high sounds.
There were not a lot of high
So
sounds.
in fact, at the last part, his last half, this part could have included maybe some high sounds. He could have done like.
True. There were a little bit of sounds included that were high frequency, like the, which is really interesting. But I'm just saying, could be more.
Right, and increasing the range of sounds. This is something done commonly in music, right? If you have an orchestra, maybe you have the lows, and then when it comes to the climax, they have the lows and the highs playing together, and so that gives it more breadth and width, and it just sounds bigger and more impactful.
Yeah.
So especially the part where he says "rocket" or something like that, right? He could have made higher and lower frequencies.
Yeah, that's true.
That would be good. Try that out, Revert.
Yeah.
Tip number 3, halftime technique. Alright, now we are gonna play a game, a quick game. You're gonna guess who used the halftime technique. Was it A, Revert, B, Simon, or C, SaboTaj? Why don't you guess? If you guessed SaboTaj, you are correct.
Yeah.
Congratulations. So did you notice how he went from house to something like trap? That is basically halftime.
Yeah.
When your snare is on the 2nd and 4th beat and it moves to the 3rd and basically the 3rd beat. So when you go like it's on the 2nd and 4th. That's a house beat, right? But if you go like it's on the 3rd beat. So if you go from house to trap, you're basically switching where the snare is placed, and this changes the feel. It seems like it's going from fast to slow, and that creates variation in your rhythm.
Yeah.
There you go. So why is this technique so fun to use?
Why is it interesting? It's not only does it provide variety, but it also gives you the opportunity to expand the beat into something else. And you can do this just as much as you want, as long as the tempo is the same, or it can be different if you are creative enough with how you manipulate the beat.
Oh, I remember the time when I had this beat right there.
Yeah.
And then you're like, okay, what have you tried making it into a halftime beat? Yeah, so from so there was that like variation. I'm still doing like the same dun 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 dun, but there is that difference in feel, and that's some variation you could do as well.
Yeah, it's like it's almost like a sequel effect.
Yeah, that's true. Like a sequel. I like that.
Anyways, thank you guys for the videos. Those videos are amazing. We love listening to them, and we want more of them. So send your videos up on the link on Beatbox Share, and I'll see you guys soon. We'll see you guys soon.
Hold up! Wait, we forgot one thing, very important thing. So if you send in your videos, hey, we're not just giving general advice, we're gonna give you personal advice to your videos. So no matter who you are, just send them in. We're gonna release our advice and feedback on Patreon. So stay tuned for that and see you there.